Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shweta, working as product manager for Burlington English, and I will be the host for the session today. Today, we need to welcome our esteemed speaker, Mr. Ashok Pandey. It's an honor to have him here with us. It's my pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker, and here's a small introduction to him. Mr. Ashok Pandey, Fellow of Global Peace Foundation, is a transformative educator with over 30 years of experience empowering students, educators, and institutions. With expertise in education, sustainability, and global citizenship, he is a proven strategic leader, global education advocate, and pioneer in sustainable development. An SDG advisor at Burlington English, Mr. Pandey is an award-winning educator committed to shaping the future of education and nurturing change makers. The topic or the subject for today's session is Embedding SDGs in School Curricula for Meaningful Impact. Now, I will hand the session over to Mr. Ashok Pandey.
Thank you. Thank you, Shweta, for your very kind introduction. I hope I will deserve all those one day. And thank you, Burlington, for this very awesome opportunity that I have today. Shweta, you said the topic is embedding SDGs in school curricula for meaningful impact. That's the topic. But I just want to preface it by saying that this is the topic about which most of us may be aware. And therefore, I'm not going to talk about so much of the awareness or introduction. I will talk more about action as to how to make this awareness into an actionable activity. So that is what I'm going to do today. And therefore, I welcome more than 230 participants who have been very kind and they have already joined. Few may join. I'm very sure about it. So my formal welcome on my own behalf, on behalf of Burlington, to this particular webinar. And what we're going to do today is together, we will explore practical ways to integrate the SDGs into our teaching practice. I believe most of you may be English language teachers, but this embedding that we are going to talk about is discipline neutral. So it does not mean that you can embed it in one discipline and you cannot embed it in another discipline. No, it is not like that. And therefore, all across the disciplines, this embedding is possible. In fact, it is necessary. And that is what we are going to emphasize again and again and again. And therefore, I call upon all of you to join us in this transformational journey and the global challenges into powerful learning opportunity for our students. And what we are going to do today, I'm just setting the agenda for today. First, understanding why of SDG integration. Why do we want to integrate? What is that compelling need? So we will discover the educational value behind bringing global goals into our classrooms. I very fondly call it that these set of goals are a gift to the world by the United Nations. And at the same time, it is a challenge, it is a task, it is an expectation that the UN has set on the countries and the people, the billions of people across the world. The second thing that we are going to do is we will explore the curriculum mapping, that how do we find what are the anchors of the SDGs in our curriculum. and how do we align our pedagogies to integrate them. And of course, experiencing hands-on activities. And then at the end of it, I can assure you, you will walk away with some tools, some templates, something to take away. But generally in a webinar like this, I deliberately keep certain things for the end of the webinar so that nobody leaves before the time is over. So if you are leaving before for any reason, make sure that you are prepared to miss out on something very important that will happen in the last 10 minutes of the webinar. So this is the agenda. And I'm assuming here that all of you are aware of that what these goals are. And I don't think my assumption is wrong. However, just like in the classrooms, you do some kind of recapitulation. I'm just doing a recapitulation. And I have given you here the 17 goals so that you can go through it and you can remember it, you can resonate with it, you can recall that, oh, yes, I have seen it somewhere. So these are the 17 goals, ladies and gentlemen. And these are the icons. Now, these icons were very carefully, very artfully, they were designed when these goals were initiated way back in 2015. So the first one you see, your family with the parents and children, if you see, it looks so nice. And the first goal is no poverty. We don't want this world to have even one single poor person. Nobody should have hunger. So you see the second one, probably a bowl of hot soup or noodles or any kind of stew or whatever you can call it. Good health, third one. Education, fourth one. Gender equality. The fifth one, clean water, clean energy, decent work, industry, innovation, infrastructure, reduce inequalities. Other than gender, there are many other inequalities, sustainable cities and communities. Then you have responsible consumption and production, goal number 12. 13, climate. 14, life inside the water. 15, life on the water. 16 and 17 are very, very important, which I'll tell you in the next slide. So 16 is peace, justice, and strong institutions. And 17th is something I want to tell you now only. When United Nations in 2015, in the month of September, they set 16 goals, actually. They were going to end the discussion there. But somebody who was very wiser, probably, and who has seen the world from many lenses, in my opinion, and he got up and he said, look, these 16 goals are very, very important. But there is a conditionality to it. If all of us do not come together, these 16 goals will become elusive, unattainable. And therefore, let us intentionally put as one of the goals, goal number 17, as partnership for achieving all these 16 goals. So 17th also became a goal, which is very, very important. You can, as a teacher, you know how important collaboration and partnership and networking is. And even for these goals also, this is what was set aside. So these are the 17 goals, ladies and gentlemen. And now I'm going to do something very interesting with you, a quick review of these goals. So just see here, please pay a very particular attention. And if possible, you can write something in the chat box and I will view it. So do you see here, I have taken goal number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 together. Here you see goal number 6, 13, 14, and 15 together. Here, goal number 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And goal number 16 and 17 are here together. Now, my question is, can anybody write in the chat box that why these 5 goals are together and why these different 4 goals are in one bucket? Who will write it? I want to see in the chat box. Let me see. Thank you, Rajesh, for your very kind words. Yeah, please write, why have we done this? Anyone? Yeah, who is writing? Theme based. Oh, yes. They have similar, sorry. Yeah, on the basis of their objectives. Oh, very good. One related to environment. Oh, yes. Yeah, I think you're coming very close in the vicinity of what we are going to discuss. Theme based. I think first category is based on the next. Effort to protect. Oh, very good. You are coming. You are coming. All of you are very wise people. I have. Okay. Great. So now I'm going to give you a clue and then you can revise your answer. So the first one, all theme, somebody said theme, I'm going to take that. I will borrow that. So the first one is a theme and that theme begins with P. Can anybody tell me what that theme could be? The first one. No poverty, zero hunger, good health, quality education. People, very good, very good. Congratulations. People, so I have completed it. The second one is also with P, I can assure you that. What could that be? Anyone? Come on, quick, we are losing time. Planet. Now, I hope somebody will tell me what all these are. That also begins with P. Anyone? Anyone? So, you see, let me tell you, this is very obvious. This is already here. Peace is already here. But there is something called partnership also here. So this one is peace and partnership. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 P's have come. One more P is left. What could be here? Anyone? Shrikant, are you there in the group by any chance?
Sir, I'm here. Yes, yes.
Okay, so Shrikant. Oh, yes, this answer has already come. Santosh Kumari. Prosperity. I think she has written prosperity. Have you written prosperity? Santosh Kumari?
Yes, sir, it is prosperity.
She has written that? Okay,
Yes, sir.
Shrikant.
Yes, sir.
My request to you is that please find out her details and send her a special gift from Burlington and me for
Sure,
answering. Sir. Okay?
Sure.
Will you do that, please?
Definitely.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we have just done is something remarkable. We have grouped these 17 goals into 5 P's, which is very, very important. People, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership in that order. And that is why if you see these 17 goals, these 17 goals are based on those 5 pillars. People, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership. So we have to take care of each other. We have to take care of the planet, which nourishes us. We all sprang from the lap of the nature and the planet, and we all want to become prosperous. But if all these 3 things are taken care of, I think the peace and partnership is something which is very, very important. So that's the background, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope you have seen here. And therefore, now I'm going to give you 3 compelling reasons why SDGs must be embedded in our education. So first one is, the whole idea is that in our whole education system, if I ask you what are the gaps?
So one request from the audience here. Can you maximize this? There's a request from Ms. Beena Nambiar. She is asking if you can maximize your screen.
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, is it okay? This is the maximum that I can do.
This is okay? This is much better.
This better?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So please pardon me. I will switch over to the previous one if I have to do some editing. But and I have if I have to go to internet because this is a live presentation. But whenever there is a need, I will come to this mode. So thank you very much for pointing it out. So the gaps that we have in our system is number one, there is very little correlationship between what we do in the classroom and the world outside. So that is one problem, the relevance. The second gap in our system is that critical thinking, and problem solving and collaboration, these things are missing. And the third one is that I'm saying it with a lot of responsibility and a lot of hesitation that we have chosen to prepare our children for marks, for examinations, for maybe good admissions and a good job. But the idea is that we have to prepare our children for life. So these are the three things which are very, very important. Global goals, local relevance. SDGs connect classroom learning to real world issues. They make abstract concepts tangible and meaningful. And that is what is one of the foremost desires in our system. The second one is working with SDGs develops empathy, global citizenship, critical thinking, problem solving, etc. And the third one, as I said, we are not preparing our students for the world if we don't do it. If we are, the whole idea is that it is a very beautiful saying that let us prepare our children not for the world, but to shape it. And shaping it will depend upon how equipped our students are to take action. So that is the compelling reason for integrating SDGs. And I hope that makes a lot of sense to everybody. And therefore, what do we do here? We have to identify what are the natural connection points in our existing curriculum. We have to develop questions and connect them to SDG themes, 17 goals as you saw it. We have to integrate it across the subjects, and we have to use some templates and sheets and things like that, which I'm going to show you here. So let us say, for example, SDG action plan template I'm sharing with you here. Just an example, SDG, suppose there is a chapter on clean water and sanitation. You saw this is goal number 6. And there are chapters in our curriculum. And focus, therefore, what is the anchor? Anchor is reduce water wastage in the school. And of course, it will translate to in the house also, in the community, in your society, in your mohalla. But let us start with the school because we are learning it in the school. So goal number 6, clean water and sanitation. Our anchor is reducing water wasted in school. So what do we do? Conduct water audit, awareness posters in the washrooms, install low flow taps, and there should be somebody to monitor it, to talk about it. And let us say that you give a timeline. Now the session is going to begin, and from April to May or June, whenever you're going to close for summer vacation, that in these 3 months, we are going to take this activity. So who will do it? Your Eco Club students, your science teachers, school administration, some goodwill and well-being ambassadors in your school. You may have council members. Somebody has to own the responsibility. So, and then what will be the impact of it? Reduction in water bills, water consumption, student surveys before and after the observation will reveal it. So that will be the evidence. So if you put these into first, what is the goal identification? What are the activities you will design around it? What will be the timeline? Who will be responsible for it? And what will be the evidence or indicator? That is what is known as SDG action plan template. And we have to do it intentionally. So this is one activity that I have just shared with you. Now for that, there are many pedagogical approaches we have to do it. So let us say the first pedagogical approach is project-based learning. And you know that this is one of the most innovative approaches in pedagogy. Second one is inquiry and design thinking. Students identify problems, they will research, they will ideate, they will create a prototype of solution, and then they will test that solution. And so I can give you few examples here. How might we reduce plastic in our school? Let us inquiry and do some designing on it. It could also be a project-based learning project for us. Storytelling and simulations are very, very important, okay? So you have Model United Nations in your schools, your conferences, can it be around SDGs or some of the goals around it, okay? Digital storytelling about climate migration. So a lot of audios, podcasts are available. The videos are available. Some very compelling stories are available. The first revolutionizing video that came on climate action was the uncomfortable truth. And that was a video which was made by the former Vice President of United States of America, Dr. Al Gore. And he became famous after that. He did a lot of things. In fact, ultimately, the United Nations, the Nobel Committee awarded the Nobel Prize on him for his contribution on the, so he began his journey by digital storytelling. So I'm just telling you the powerfulness and the potential of the pedagogical approaches which rest on project-based learning, inquiry, design thinking, storytelling, and examples that we can achieve from our daily life. The next. Now, let us do some activity. So I know your number is large for me to track everybody, but I'm going to tell you something which you can do, and probably you can give the evidence in this chat box. So do you see all this figure? This image you can see, and this physical. No, don't go by this. Spiritual, social, emotional. You know, these are 3 or 4. This, I will show you that here so that you can see that. I'm just showing you. Give me a second. Yes. Do you see this? Physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Now, on the basis of this diagram, if you see these 4, can you tell me what will come in the center? This question mark. What will come there? Anyone? Just fill the center, please. Anyone? Health.
Someone.
Can we make it a better thing? Yeah, well-being. Yes, well-being is a better word. Well-being. So I think we will, wellness also you can say. Very good. Excellent. Yeah, good health, well-being. And which goal is that? Which SDG goal is that? Anyone? Who defined health? Yes, that is the definition of health by WHO. Which is this goal number? Health and well-being. Anyone? Yes, DG 3rd. Yes, Dipali. No, I think Dipali only answered it because the answers are moving so fast that I was not able to catch the name. But anyway, thank you very much. God bless you. Okay, so now what we are going to do is that all of you please do this individual activity with a paper and pen if you have it nearby. I'm sure you have it. Just make another circle here. near physical. Make another circle near mental, another circle near emotional, and another circle near spiritual. And please, in that circle, write 3 or 4 things that come to your mind, which you will do or suggest to maintain the physical health, to maintain the mental health, to maintain the emotional health, to maintain the spiritual health. Can you do that exercise, please? Can somebody write here in the chat box, yes, I'm doing it. Please write, yes, I am doing it. Who is writing? Yes, yes. Very good. Yes. I'm doing it. Harvinder, thank you very much. You wrote exactly what I wanted you to do. So now, Harvinder, please tell me, under physical, what are the 2-3 things that you have done? Just write, please. Harvinder. Arun Agrawal, you be ready next, please. Sunita will be the third one. Yeah, Harvinder. Please write.
Mr. Harvinder has written exercise regularly.
Exercise regularly. Yeah, Arun, what will you do for mental health? Thank you, Shweta. Just keep a track. Yeah, Arun. Arun has written something. Veena, you can also write. Vinita, you can also write. What have you written?
Yes, Mr. Arun has written stress management.
Sorry?
Mr. Arun has written stress management.
Stress management. So, no, stress management causes, mental illness. But what will you do for that? What activity will you do to de-stress? Please write that. Yes, Rebecca is doing it. Santosh Kumari. Yes, Santosh, you have already got a prize. Please let me know what you're doing next. Physical, inculcate sports, meditation. Yeah, but please put it into different bucket. The sports will come in the physical, meditation will come in the mental, right? Very good. So fine, I think people are doing it. So now I'm going back. Yes. So the exercise that we did was, this is something that you can do in the classroom with a group of students. Make a bubble beside each circle and list the factors responsible for well-being in the respective this thing. Now, can anybody compose a jingle around this well-being? Any music teacher or anybody who can write 2 or 3 lines? Anyone? Can anyone do that? Can you write? Shweta, is somebody writing that they are doing it? Spiritual prayer,
No.
meditation, journaling, spending time in nature. Very good. Excellent. To de-stress, embrace practices that nurture your mind, body, and soul, whether through calming activities like meditation, yoga, expression. Very good. Worship God. Bhuneshwari, I appreciate it. Due to continuous messages in the chat, it is reflecting consistently on the presentation. Okay, fine. So I'm just sorry about that. Now I'm going to do a magic with all of you. Let me see who is somebody ready for magic? Shweta?
Yes, sir.
Shweta,
Yes, sir.
magic
Yes.
is allowed in your webinars
Yes,
or
sir.
not? Is allowed?
Definitely it is allowed, and the attendees also want it. I think they are writing yes.
They are writing what? What are they writing?
They want the magic. They are writing
They
yes.
want the magic?
The magic. Yes.
Okay, sorry. So I'm just coming back with the magic, because magicians, they create some darkness and then they come. So just can you, Shweta, confirm if my screen is visible?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay, so
It is visible with your the
Yeah.
presentation.
yeah. So I'm just coming. I'm coming back with the music. Let me see if I can do something. Sorry, I have a little bit of internet problem, but doesn't matter. I'll come back. Okay. So I'm going to create the music here. Create a nursery rhyme around.
So, so there's a jingle as you had requested from Miss Rishika.
Okay, I'll
And
come to that.
jingle-
Just give me a second.
Yes, sir.
Create a nursery rhyme around well-being for Indian students. Melodious, uplifting, with Indian instruments. All right.
All the books line up like a mighty tower. Each page holds dreams that bloom and flower. Take a breath, let the worries pass. The sky is wide, it's a looking glass. Our hopes are calling to under
Shweta, can you listen to the music?
street.
Yes, sir. It is audible.
Are you loving it?
Yes, sir.
Life's exams, give it your best.
We have received yes from the participants also.
Don't let the storms bring you pain. The tablet beats with your racing heart. Life's a song, so play your part.
Shweta, which part of country you come from?
Say
Sir, I am from Uttar Pradesh.
Or you're from Uttar Pradesh?
Yes, sir.
The sun will.
Okay.
So a few comments from the participants. They say it's enjoyable, very good, soothing.
Okay, let us see.
आएंगे संग सहत भी साथ जीवन में खोलो खुशियों के द्वार चलो चले सपनों के पार दिल में रखो उमंग हजार, ध्यान लगाओ मन शांत करो, अपनों की ओर कदम बढ़ो, सड़कें होंगी लंबी नहीं सही, सूरज से सीखें चमकते नहीं।
Hey, yeah, how was it?
Yes, sir, it was very nice, very motivational according to the attendees also, and excellent.
By the way, it can be done in many languages, not only in Hindi or English. If there was time, I could have. Okay, Shweta, can you bring that jingle somebody has created? Where is that?
Yes, sir, definitely. So it is take a breath, stretch it out, keep your mind free from doubt, eat good food, get good rest, move your body, feel your best.
Okay, very good. Congratulations. Please clap for her. Who did it?
It is Rishika Singh. This was the first jingle.
Okay.
There's another
Fine.
from Kajal, Miss Kajal.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. So, all right. So thank you very much. I think what I will do is that since I will share this presentation with everybody, I am just embedding everything that you are saying in this. Okay, so move your body, feel the beat, stay hydrated, don't skip a treat. Very nice. So as much as possible, I will do that also. Very nice. Now let us move forward. I think the time is running out. I have to tell a lot of things. Can audience give me a little hint in the chat box if I can exceed by 10 minutes? Please write. And Shweta, you tell me what is the overwhelming.
Yes, sir.
What are they saying?
They are saying sure, yes. No
Okay.
worries about it. It would be a pleasure.
Okay, very good. So now let us come to the crux of it. How do we align SDGs with learning outcomes? Student-led actions, please involve them. Ethical decisions and personal responsibility, they should learn. Research, debate, and develop understanding, collaborate, group projects, critical thinking, I have already told you. Now I'm going to do something. This is something very important. And I want everybody to understand it. And that will be something. So let us say, for example, those who teach, I think in any syllabi, there must be a lesson on, let us say, the sources of food, the crop production, the crop management, something like that will be there. So I have created a lesson plan here, which I'm going to discuss with all of you. So let us say for class 6, and the lesson is from soil to supper. I've just converted it into this. Understanding farming through SDGs. Now, this is designed for this particular webinar for Burlington, and it will be available to you. But there is a disclaimer here that it is only a suggestive approach to inspire contextual, curriculum-aligned, and pedagogically relevant design. So what this disclaimer says is that you don't have to follow it exactly. You have to adapt it. to your context. And the second disclaimer is coming here, that if this lesson is done in a very traditional way, like when I was a student, and at most of the places, even today also, but I'm not saying that everybody does it like that. But let us say somewhere it is in a traditional way, it will be done like this. So that typically teacher will read out the textbook, pictures of crops, plows shown in the textbook. Children copy definitions. What is Rabi? What is Kharif? What is irrigation? What are fertilizers? No real stories, no critical questioning. Urban children unfamiliar with the rural life, they get disengaged in the classroom because they think that what I have to do with this. And the typical student response would be boredom, disengagement, disconnect. What has this got to do with me? Memorization without meaning because they have to ultimately answer it in the examination. So that is a typical scenario. And with some responsibility, I'm telling it, but we have to make a difference, ladies and gentlemen, here. So let us say for that lesson, you see the lesson here, from soil to supper, understanding farming through SDGs. And the learning objectives, identify different agricultural practices and crop types. Understand challenges faced by farmers. Connect farming to sustainability, very important. Food systems and environment. Develop critical thinking through inquiry and problem solving. This is what we said when we are discussing the compelling reason for integration of SDGs. And what are the essential questions that we should ask? When you go to the classroom, we have to create a provocation. We have to create a hook. We have to create some kind of sensational interest. So what do we ask? Where does our food come from? How do farmers grow crops and what challenges do they face? Why is it important to understand agriculture in today's world? So this is the provocative question. Now the lesson flow will go what? Let us say we show a short video from farm to plate. Ask the students, have you ever seen a real farm? What do you eat that comes from the farms? Then explore it. Take a virtual farm walk. These days available, it is on AR or VR or videos or whatever it is. Then organize a group discussion in the classroom. What did you see? What do you feel? What does your heart say about the farmers? How do farmers' children engage in farming? Where do the farmers' children go for education? What is the quality education that they are getting? Will they also engage in farming, or they will migrate from rural to the urban area? Lots of questions. And then explanation. Teach crop types, farming tools, irrigation methods. Discuss the rural-urban disconnect in understanding agriculture. Introduce relevant SDGs. Now comes what I'm hinting at. So zero hunger. If farm produce is not there, and even if we have a lot of money today, how will we eat? So it is not only that the people will become poor or hungry because you don't have money, you will be that because there is no crop. There is no food grain available. It is not only that. Sometimes it is available, but you cannot transport it from one place to another. So that is another problem of supply chain management. If there is a political unrest, if there is a climatic disaster, if there is something else, if there is a conflict in a zone, then also these things will not happen. So second is responsible consumption and production. That goal can also come. Climate action, because the whole India, particularly our crop production depends on monsoon, and therefore climate action is very, very important. Life on land. These are the goals we can integrate. So we can give some homework, adopt a crop journal, track a crop's journey, know your food poster, food chain visuals, awareness message. If we eat apple, can we reflect, sit down for a few minutes? Where are the apples grown? Who grows it? Under what climatic conditions they grow? how they are stored, how they are packaged, how they are transported. So if the apple is grown in Himachal Pradesh or Kashmir, how has it come in Delhi or in Bangalore or in Mumbai or somewhere else? I think children should become very, very sensitive to this. And then, of course, evaluation, etc. And after that, you see here, what are the, I have written here, materials needed for this. So in a lesson plan, you do that. Skills, 21st century skills develop. I'm going in presentation mode so that you can see it here clearly. Learning objective, lesson flow, 21st century skills. And then, of course, this global citizenship connecting farming to global and local sustainability. SDG connections, anchor, as I said, now you see here. So how can we promote it further? SDG student ambassadors, appoint students leaders for each goal. They guide initiatives and raise awareness along peers. Monthly SDGs themes you can do. SDG corners and displays in your school. Parent community projects involving parents is very, very important. And my advice here is, whole school initiative is more important than doing some activity in certain pockets of the school. And therefore, the action plan I'm showing you, set clear goals, design activities, establish timeline, assign roles, track impact. And my request is of this particular webinar, why we are having is that we all want to commit ourselves. Make your promise. What is your promise? Write one SDG related action you will implement this semester. That is April to July, let us say. Share with others, post your commitment on some collaborative board, within your school, you can write to Burlington, you can write to some other source. Follow through. I'll find allies, connect with colleagues who share similar goals. You may be part of a school cluster, a Sahodaya, or some other groups, or maybe you are groups of the same schools of the same group. So connect with other school, your own group. If nothing else, just write a letter to any school in your neighborhood that, look, I'm doing this. Would you like to do something with me? And you see what difference it makes to this. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, 17 goals I told you, working together towards a sustainable future. 4 key steps: mapping, designing, implementing, and reflecting. Infinite possibilities, endless opportunities for classroom innovation. And I told you about the 5 pillars and 17 goals, but I did not tell you this figure. Please remember, this is also very important. Each goal of 17 goals has a target. So total, there are 169 targets. And each target has an indicator as to how to achieve that goal. So there are 267 indicators. So those in the audience are mathematicians. I will request you to make a formula to remember it. 5 pillars, 17 goals, 169 targets, 267 indicators, 4 key steps of implementing, mapping, designing, implementing, and reflecting, and infinite possibility for classroom innovation. So please, you can create a poem on this, or rhyme on it, or a formula on it, then you will remember it. And now I'm going to share 2 resources. So now that I told you the last 10 minutes are coming where a lot of good things are being shared here. So just see here. I will share it, you don't worry. You will not have to send reminder. So see here what is written on top: sustainable developmental goals, targets, indicators, nodal and other departments responsible for it. So this is Government of India mapping. So you see here, end poverty in all forms everywhere. So this is goal number 1. And nodal, let us say in a rural area, what do we have to do to achieve? So these are the indicators. These are indicators here in the last column, and targets are here. Just see here. For all the goals it is given here. And you can pick up some, and you can create a innovative, beautiful lesson plan and design on this. Okay. Now, the next resource that I'm sharing with you here is, that is also by the Niti Aayog. And this is something which is very inspiring. And I am admirer of this. You know, ladies and gentlemen, when these goals were initiated in 2015, all the countries were told that please go and implement it. And every year you submit your own report card. You do self-assessment. We will do like we do in our schools, and we will do a little bit of vetting, and we'll see how the countries are progressing. You will be happy to know that Niti Aayog is the nodal agency in India to produce this self-assessed SDG India Index. So this particular resource that I'm sharing with you is 2023-2024. That is the last year. This year's will come. So you just go through it, and you will find here this year's title they have given, Towards Vikasit Bharat, Sustainable Progress, Inclusive Growth. That is the tagline for India. Now imagine how much responsibilities we as teachers have to integrate it in our lessons so that all our children become SDG ambassadors. Now it is a heavy document. I'm not going through all of them, just showing it to you so that you have an idea. It has got 4 chapters, and 1 or 2 diagrams I want to show here so that you are very happy about it. So this is the Vikasit Bharat Charter. All of us must know about it. And each goal. So what are the lessons we have achieved and what is the way forward? Everything is given here. If you read this, you will become an expert in SDGs. I can assure you that. Okay. So with this, I'm closing it because I have to show a lot of other things. This I have already done. And so as teachers, what you have to do? Continuous learning opportunities. Please keep attending and conducting monthly webinars. Join a learning community where all these things come. Burlington does it very religiously. There may be some online courses on Coursera or edX or Udemy or many others, Future Learn. These are all online MOOC platforms where certification courses are available to become an SDG expert. Libraries are available. You can go and visit there. And my call is that your journey does not end today after attending this webinar. Join this community of Burlington to continue to grow your SDG integration practice. Okay? Is it all right? Is it all right? Shweta? So I have done. Now we can take questions. Thank you very much.
So, sir, there is one poem, as you said, as you suggested, for the numbers. So it comes from Mr. Arun.
Yes.
And it says 5 pillars guide the way for a world that's here
5
to
pillars
stay.
guide the way. Okay.
For a world that's here to stay.
Okay.
17 goals we aim to meet, making life better, fair, and sweet.
Okay. Very nice.
169 targets set to fly, reaching high, aiming high. 232 indicators show how we'll track our progress grow.
Oh, very good. Please, all of you.
It was very nice.
Shrikant.
I'm there, sir. Yes.
one gift for Arun also.
I'll just write to him.
Yeah, please. So the first one was Santoshi, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Please capture their identity and contact from here.
Yes,
and
sir.
this gift should reach them at the earliest. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, Shweta, can you please invite some questions if are there any?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for this enriching session. Now we can move ahead with the Q&A round. So participants, please write down your questions in the Q&A.
Yeah. Yeah. Any? Hi, I'm Arun. Please email your details. Okay. Yeah, he.
Any?
Okay.
So there's
How
a
can I
question.
get
Email, I
It
think
reads.
write the details.
There's a
Oh, that's
question. How
great.
can we integrate SDGs in pre-primary school curriculum?
Oh my God. Now, who has asked this question? Who has asked?
This. 1 second, sir. This was asked by Miss Rebecca Ray.
Rebecca. Rebecca. They can't interact with us, na? They can only listen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Rebecca, so if you are listening to me, please, I want to share one anecdote. And the anecdote is when these goals were enunciated, the Secretary General of the United Nations was Mr. Ban Ki-moon, if you remember. And while giving his introduction speech, Mr. Ban Ki-moon said that sustainable developmental goals are for people between the age 4 years to 100 years. Now, just understand the meaning of it. It is for nursery, it is for primary, it is for middle, it is for senior. For everybody it is. Just now, I gave you an example, that rhyme that we created on well-being. So for primary children, what could be more important than well-being? So whatever is please go through the mapping, designing, implementation, and evaluation. So whatever chapter you are doing, see the chapter through the lens of SDG. And then you design your pedagogy around it. So you can do it. And I want to tell you another anecdote. When we implemented it a long time back, of course, 10 years back, 9 years back, and after 5 years, I wanted to find out how is the implementation going on and how the children are understanding it. And I had the same question in my mind as you have today. And I invited a class 1 child. And he came to me and I asked, how are you and this and that. And I said, have you heard about SDGs? He said, yes, sir. My ma'am does it and my ma'am talks about it every day. I said, so what do you mean by it? What are you doing about it? What is the learning of it? I tried to explain it to him because he was a very small, young child. And in any case, he was very scared of being with a principal. But to my utter surprise and great happiness, you know what he said? He said, sir, after all this my ma'am did in the classroom, I went to my house, not went, I mean, one day in my house, I pointed it out to my dad, who was brushing his teeth and the tap was on. I pointed it out to him that, Daddy, why are you wasting time? Please close it and open it again when you have to rinse or water your mouth for any reason. You know, that is the impact, right? The same question I asked 11th class child because I wanted to know how they are taking it. An 11th class child, they were doing a project-based science project and they said, sir, we are very pained to see that in some of the underpasses, under the highways, we go and the lights are on 24 hours. Obviously, those lights are meant for nights, that when the cars pass the underpass should be lighted up. But why it should be on for 24 hours? During day, it is not required. Nights only required. And nights also, maybe only 1 or 2 cars pass sometimes. And therefore, we want to develop a sensor where the light is on only when the cars are passing through. Imagine, it made my day, and it gave a meaning to our implementation and all that. So that is how we have to take it. We have to embrace it. We have to think about it. We have to innovate through it. And some of the glimpses which I have given to you could be the pointers, but you can do even much better.
So there is one more question.
Yeah.
Why is sustainable development so often associated with protecting the environment?
Oh, very good. Very good question. So, if you saw the 17 goals, and if somebody can remember, and you can write in the chat box, how many goals are around climate? Can anybody tell me? How many goals are dedicated to climate? You do it. In the meantime, I will tell you. So the 5 pillars we talked about: people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership. So if we say, no, it is people, prosperity, peace, and partnership, only these 4. Please tell me, will it be possible to achieve these 4? No. So planet is very, very important. And it is only about planet that we talk a lot of other things, like climate change is affecting who? It is affecting the planet. So if there is a heavy rain or a cyclone, or there is a drought, the seasons have changed. So who is suffering? So if there is a cyclone, people are suffering. If there is a drought, people are suffering. If there is a heavy rain and flood, people are suffering. And all these, the science and the research has proved now that this is only because of the climatic changes. And those climatic changes are impacting it. So I don't know more emphasis or less emphasis. All I'm saying is that let us go to these 5 pillars only and give only equal importance to all 5 of them. Let us say 100%, so 20% to each one of them. I will say 20%. I'm not saying that the second one, the planet, has got 40%. No, 20%. But imagine if this 20% is not there, then this 20% is also affected. Prosperity is also affected. And of course, the peace will be happening, and nobody will be there to enter into the partnership. So now I have just told you the importance of these 5, just as the importance of all these 5 fingers.
There is one more question, sir. From Mr. Arun. What step will you take today to help build a more sustainable and equitable world for tomorrow?
Okay. So Arun, I don't know where you live and how do you commute to your workplace. Let us all do an audit that how much we are contributing to the carbon footprint. Can we reduce it? Can we reduce the water wastage? Can we reduce the energy wastage? So at least water, energy, fuel that we are using, and can we reduce it? That will be our singular uses. Then the second category, are we very, 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 intentional about we will not use single-use plastic? Are we very intentional about you will use air conditioners only when they are required? You will not use air conditioners for the whole night. You put it on a timer. After 2 hours, let it auto adjust. Your room is cool for the next 6 hours of your sleep. So why the air conditioner should run for the whole night, 10 hours, 12 hours? So what I'm saying is that let us look within, that what can I do? If everybody starts doing that, and then of course, very obvious answer to your question is that we are teachers. if we set good examples, then probably we will have the conviction and we will have the moral authority to talk to our children, to talk to our colleagues, to talk to the parents and the community at large. I mean, these are some of the things we can do. Yes.
So Ms. Prachi wishes to know where will she get the PDF that you mentioned?
Sorry, say again.
The PDF the presentation that you mentioned, where will she get it?
So I will share it with Wellington and you share with all of them.
Yes, sir.
This whole presentation, I will convert it into PDF and then I'll give it to them, give it to you. Okay. All right. Somebody is writing SDG 13 for what?
That is related to the planet. The
Yeah,
question
so
that
no,
we were
perhaps
talking
my
about.
question, I had asked a
Yes,
question, how many goals are connected with climate? There are 3 goals, 13, 14, and 15. 13 is climate action, 14 is life below water, and 15 is life on earth. So all these 3. So out of the 17, 3 goals are dedicated. In fact, there are many other goals also. Say, for example, there is a goal on innovation and infrastructure and sustainable cities. So how can a city be sustainable when we do not have, the less carbon emission or carbon sequestration things? I'm going to give this example. I suddenly remembered it. I mean, are we taking more time or we can take 2-3 minutes more? No, because on every topic, there is one example that I want to share with my audience so that they also start talking on SDG from today. The India, 10 years before, whatever electricity consumption we had, 20 years before, let us say, for example, everything was coming from fossil fuel, coal-based. By 10 years ago, let us say 13, 14, 15, we reached a stage where 10% of our total electricity consumption was coming through renewable sources. Now, today in 2025, nearly 22% of our electricity comes from renewable sources. Now, and what are the renewable sources? The solar power, the wind, the hydroelectricity, the biogas. Now, imagine if our cities become solar powered, we are not contributing anything to the atmosphere as a carbon emission. India has pledged that we will become a carbon neutral country by 2070. What does it mean? That whatever emission we send, that much will be absorbed. Not that we will stop producing them. It will be there. And for that, it is necessary that we move to solar power. And the government of India has given a subsidy, particularly in Delhi, I know it, that you install a solar power, you will be given 80,000 rupees of subsidy. You consume 300 to 400 units for yourself, and the remaining electricity you can give to the network or to the grid, and you will get money out of it. So these are some of the efforts which are being made to achieve sustainability.
So there's a question from Ms. Bharti. She asks whether we have sub SDG like 4.7 universal citizenship.
Very good question. And I wish somebody had asked me this question. So Bharti, if you remember, I said there are 17 goals and each goal has a target, and Arun made a song on that. So goal number 4, quality education and lifelong learning for all, has got, 4 sub goals, and they are the targets. So one of the targets is global citizenship. You got the answer? That is, global citizenship is one of the targets within the goal number 4, quality education and lifelong learning. Okay.
I hope we've done with the questions.
All right. So my only regret, Shweta, is that I have not been able to see the audience I have spoken to for a little over an hour. But if they are listening to me, please, I want to convey my heartfelt thanks to them and heartfelt gratitude more than thanks that they have voluntarily committed themselves to embrace SDGs, understand it, implement it, and take it forward. Because for me, it is a passion, it is an article of faith. And I think it is a new value paradigm for the children and teachers of the world. If all of us start working towards people and planet, everybody will be prosperous, everybody will attain peace, and we will have a beautiful world which we want our children to have as a gift from the elders.
True. So with those words, I hope you all had a fantastic time and gained valuable insights from today's sessions. Obviously, your engagement and participation made it a truly enriching experience. Thank you so much for being such an amazing audience. Thank you so much, sir. A
They
very
have
good
been an
evening to
amazing
everyone.
audience. There is no doubt about it. And thanks to them for all the kind words they have written in the chat box. I have not been able to read all. I will do it because we have the recording, and I will relish it. I will cherish it. And I'll continue to thank them forever.
Thank you so much, sir. A very good
Thanks,
evening,
Shweta. Thank you.
everyone.